everybody, welcome back to today's plugin tutorial. Today it's on Ultimate Freeze, which is a plugin that we just updated a few days ago, adding the new ban leave commands. We haven't updated it in a while, but it is working on all versions from 1.7 to 1.13, which is pretty cool. It's like your easy screen share freeze, and /SS is ultimate freeze.freeze is the permission. When player leaves frozen and it gives an alert, you can get the ultimate freeze.quit message, the update alert, and then if you don't want a player to be frozen, it's ultimate freeze.override. The configure files you get with the plugin, which I'll pull up right here, is first you get the config.yml file. This gives you, if you want the update notifications, if you want to use the GUI, if it's set to true, that means that the GUI will pop up. If it's set to false, a chat message, which you can set in the messages.yml file, will pop up instead. You can give, it's toggleable to give blindness to stop them from breaking blocks, to stop them from placing blocks, to stop them from having PvP, to stop them from losing health, to stop them from losing food, to stop them from using commands, and then the final one, which is normally false, but I've turned it true for this video, is ban on leave, and then this is the ban command they'll have. Otherwise, you get your GUI.yml, where you can change the item names, the items that are surrounding them, and the item that you have in the middle. You can change all that, and then for the messages.yml file is all the messages in the plugin, plus the message that if your GUI is not enabled, will show up in this chat instead. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop into the server. Wolf can unmute now. This is Wolf. He's my test person here today. Wolf? Wolf! You can unmute. There you go. There you go. Okay, so, pretty much, he's going to try to you won't see his screen, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and freeze Wolf now. So, if I freeze Wolf, it's going to say, I can't freeze him. The reason for this is because he has the permission that I can't freeze him. So this is what happens if you're a staff member and your other staff member gets hacked or something, it's a way to not get them to be frozen. But if I go ahead and de-op Wolf, sadly, and I freeze him now, it's going to say he's been frozen. Wolf, why don't you try to move around? You can hear his keyboard in the background. This means he's unable to move. Even if I break the block under him, he's just going to stay frozen right there. If I unfreeze him, he's going to drop. Then if I freeze him, he can't move anymore, I can't hit him, and he cannot hit me. Wolf, try to hit me. The reason he can't hit me is because there's a GUI popped up in his face. If I unfreeze him, I can hit him. Well, he's in creative. Hold on. Now, I can hit him. But if I freeze him, I can't hit him. And he's unable to hit me, which is fun. If he tries to place a block on the ground, he cannot do so. If he tries to break a block that's placed right in front of him, what will happen, Wolf? Doesn't work. He's unable to do it. Try to break it. Dun, 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 dun. Should I give you a pickaxe for this part? See, it's impossible for him to break the block. If I unfreeze him, he'll be able to break the block and place blocks. Now, if he's frozen and he logs out of the server with our ban command active, it will automatically ban him for logging out while frozen. You can change the time and everything. Hold on, Wolf. There you go, you're unbanned. You can change the command and everything. And if he rejoins, he'll remain frozen. So if it's disabled and he rejoins, he will remain frozen until you unfreeze him, which is a cool feature of the plugin. So even if you don't have the ban active and he rejoins, saying like, yes, I got away, they don't know. He'll be still frozen when logging back into the server. As you see, you got the warning, Nick Wolfie left the server while frozen, and then the console banned him for leaving while frozen. So you can do that, or you can just disable it and let your staff do it yourself. It's a pretty lightweight plugin. If he's climbing up blocks and even jumps in midair, he will unable to be moved if he's frozen. He left while frozen again. Oh. Yeah, don't do that. Make sure he's on the ground while doing it. If needed, I can add a, thing to... Alright, why don't you join? I unfroze you, so now we'll fell. But, yes, it's a very lightweight plugin. It's drag and drop if you just want it to work perfectly fine, and, it's pretty easy to get used to. All of it is Spigot. It's not Bunky Cord. It doesn't have MySQL, sadly, but if you do request it, I can get that added for you all. Now I froze Wolf, and now he's gonna... Nope. Now I froze Wolf, and now he's now he's stuck. Nope, now he's unfrozen. Then he falls. Then I hit a mouse. But thank you so much for watching today's video. And of course, if I op him again and he gets all the permissions and I try to freeze him, it will not be able to freeze him because he has to override permission. All the messages are configurable in the configure file and everything, so it's very lightweight and easy to download and install. Thank you, Wolf, for being here as my test dummy today. Thank you so much for being my test dummy today, Wolf, and make sure to download the plugin, link in the description below. Sorry for going a little quickly. I have something to do in an hour, so we're going to go play some games while Wolf blows up my entire island for my test server. Thank you so much for watching today's video. My name is Noodles, this has been Wolf, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.